dreams, would I be loving you? Never in my wildest dreams would my dreams come true. You're just too good to touch. I can't discuss it much. I get too choked up. Don't wanna make a scene. Never in my wildest dreams. Never in my wildest dreams would I roam this land. What a beautiful face I have found in this place that is circling all around the sun. What a beautiful dream that could flash on the screen in a blink of an eye and be gone from me. Soft and sweet, let me hold it close and keep it here with me. And one day we will die, and our ashes will fly from the aeroplane over the sea. But for now we are young, let us lay in the sun and count every beautiful thing we can see. Love to be in the arms of all I'm keeping here with me.
We're gathered today in this amazing and beautiful spot to join Malia. Oh, good Lord. All right, to join Malia and Peter in this wonderful union of marriage. This is not a decision to be made lightly, and knowing the two of them, I have zero doubt about the thought and love they put into this decision to get married, but to be here right now. I don't doubt that for a minute. We're going to get to the vows in a few minutes, but first I want to say a few words because I get to do that. So, and I also want to say that I'm not a script guy, but I've scripted this out because if Teresa can step in if she needs to. But I want to first talk about this location. A wedding next to Lake Superior, I think, is absolutely perfect. Our family has spent so many summers up here. And I'm always amazed and awed by this lake, its absolute beauty, the deep blue waters, the unbelievable scenery and vistas and the soaring pines. It's breathtaking. But with its beauty, it can be challenging. The beauty of the lake can turn quickly to biting winds, lake effect snowstorms. We've been monitoring the weather this whole week. It's going to rain, it's not going to rain, it's going to rain. I'm so glad we decided we're going to go with this thing because look at this, it's unbelievable. But I want to tell a story that happened about 3 miles from here. Our family was at Temperance Traders Cabins. You remember this story. And it was in the middle of winter, and there was a snowstorm. We were ill-prepared for food, so we were thinking, oh, we'll go out for dinner. And I said, I don't think we should. It's an ice storm, it's a snowstorm, bad roads. Teresa said, no, we can do this. We got in the car, and after about 10 seconds of driving, I said, I have no control over this car. And we're just sliding down this driveway. And we just, kids, buckle up, and we just slid right into the ditch. Walked back to the cabin, and we had Tostitos and Twinkies, I think, for dinner that night. But I said that because, first of all, we were safe, and it could have been bad, but our sense of humor helped us get through. And I know that's going to help you get through these times, tough times. But even when it's challenging, it's worth it, I think. It's worth every minute of it, and that's love. And that's why we come to the North Shore. There's easier places to go to. This thing right here is an example. There's easier ways of doing it. We don't always choose the easy ways, and you don't always choose the easy ways. But you do it also not to despite the challenges, but because of the challenges, and I love that. It's why you two also love rock climbing. I don't get it myself, but you love it, and I love that, and I think that is why you've chosen this perfect location for the wedding. Now, I just want to spend a moment talking about this time, because it's 2020. It's a weird year. Whether you want to or not, I think in 50-ish years, when you're talking to your grandchildren, one of them is going to ask, Grandma, Grandpa, do you remember COVID from 2020? And your answer will be, I imagine, of course we do, but you'll also look at each other knowing that as horrifying as it was also a reminder that absolutely nothing was going to get in the way of you two getting married. And that's, all right, that's enough about that. Now, Malia, I want you to know what you're getting with Peter. First off, you clearly know him better than Teresa and I, but Teresa and I know him longer, have known him longer. And this was a fun game we played at dinner the other night, and I was keeping my mouth shut because I had some things to say about this. First off, when he finds something he's interested in, he is incredibly, singularly passionate about it. Playing guitar, eating hot buffalo wings when he wasn't vegan, crazy about it. Board games, I've never met anyone like that with board games. Rock climbing, and now and forever you. He's also kind and thoughtful and caring. And as Fish said at your shower, you are genuine. Pete, we're only starting to know Malia. But what your mom and I can tell you is that she's generous. She's caring, she's kind, she's thoughtful. She is one of the best cooks I know. Absolutely. And she is perfect for you. Now, to both of you, you're both extraordinarily adventurous and selfless, and I love that. And it's such a rare, rare trait. These individual and shared traits are an amazing foundation for a strong and exciting marriage, and thanks for letting all of us bear witness to that today. Okay, I got a little surprise for you now. And this is where we're going to have a little audience participation, so bear with me on this. Okay. So we have some carabiners in here. I'd like everyone to take one and pass it around. And what we're going to do is I'm going to start, and I'm going to say a wish I have for you. And I'm going to clip it on here, and then you can say a wish, or you can say something yourself if you'd rather do that. And then you're going to clip our pair onto Ashmita's, and we're going to go around. And then you two, I think we have one for you two. And you guys can say one out loud to each other and clip it together to make the circle. And I'm going to start with, my wish for you is that you keep, no, you're not. My wish for you is that you are able to keep your curiosity going together, that I think is so remarkable. And I'll also put myself on pieces like that. All right, so let me get that one. Let me go like this. Now, do you have a wish you'd like to say?
I wish you both a lifelong friendship and love and just laughter. I love you both so much.
My wish for you is that no matter what, you always find a way to forgive me.
My wish for you is that you two keep inspiring each other, because I feel like you two do amazing things and keep each other on each other's toes a little bit, so.
My wish for you two is from this point on, your love grows stronger each day from this moment and on forever.
To keep going on crazy adventures and just having fun.
Being the good life partners that you are.
Mine. is that you always communicate like you do so well, and that you just love each other and keep the chicken stop, and you always make it eat. And one thing that
my wish is that we just keep growing together and pushing each other and helping each other be the best we can
Stole my wish.
be. You get to do it together.
I hope that we can keep pushing each other and challenging each other and trying new things before we get old. And when we're old.
Awesome. It's a little keepsake. Maybe Ashmita, can you hold that? There you go. Okay, we're going to follow the process here. We're getting close. This now is, we're going to have what's called the Declaration of Intent. And so you respond with I do. So, do you, Malia, take Peter to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, for richer and for poorer, for as long as you both shall live? Alrighty, Peter. Do you, Peter, take Malia to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad, for richer and for poorer, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Okay. We have another little exercise. And then we're going to be about there. Got a little exercise for you too.
Like team building.
Okay, there's 2 large rocks in here. I want you both to take one of them and set it in the jar.
Okay.
I can do it. Just set it in
Yes,
there.
yes. Okay, those rocks represent the big moments in your life. This being one of them. Many in the future, buying a house you've been talking about, new jobs, maybe even a baby. But the big moments is represented by those rocks. Now I want you, this will be a little trickier, I want you to take a bunch of these and put those in. These are medium-sized rocks.
My big hands make it.
Put those in as well. Those rocks represent the moments of your life, the day-to-day stuff that's just like us having breakfast together up at the cabin, and you taking the dog for a walk and going to get coffee together. Those are what really add for me the texture and color to life, and that's what's so important. And so that's what that represents. Now both of you pour these in and pour all of it in. They're a little wet from Lake Superior, so they'll dry out. Okay. Any ideas what that is?
The small stuff.
Don't sweat it.
Nope. Those are the hundreds and thousands of people in your life. They're going to help you through the big events, the small events, the moments, and be there for you all the time. So this is a nice little keepsake for you to take home. All right.
I love rocks.
I think it is now time for the rings, and then we'll do the exchange of vows. Or is that kind of a combo platter? Is that how you're doing it?
We haven't
I guess,
rehearsed it.
yeah.
We don't know.
How about, I don't have any script for that, so
Vows,
go
then
for
do
it.
rings?
Do vows and rings. There you go.
You want me to go first?
No. I don't want to go first. Peter, I want to start with thanking you for teaching me what unconditional, for teaching me what unconditional romantic love looks and feels like. I am so grateful for every day we get to spend and grow together. You have shown me that love is an adventure. It's communication, it's silly, it's always growing, and it's always choosing each other. I am grateful for every day you choose me, every day you build me up and help me be my best. Every day you make me laugh, and every day you share your whole self with me. I look forward to all the days we get to share and all the ways we will continue to grow together. I promise to always choose you, to always work together and never against each other, to always communicate, to always work towards my best self, to apologize and to forgive, to choose love through every struggle, every hard day, and every good day. I look forward to the challenges life has to offer, knowing you will be the one by my side. I promise to always support you, always be your confidant, always keep my heart open for you, and to always be your friend and lover.
Malia, we've been together for nearly 3 years, and we've already experienced all kinds of highs and lows. It started when I super liked you on Tinder, and when we first started talking, we thought that was kind of weird. It started when our first date was delayed because my grandma Mary took a turn for the worse. And then when we finally met, and I thought you were too cool because of your tattoos. Our first year was full of optimism, adventure, and learning. I met your family and was so nervous they would think I was a total weirdo. I remember practicing my handshake because I just botched it when I met Tom.
No, Craig.
Craig, yes. I remember you telling me your mom had an intuition about people and she would know whether I was good from the get-go. And I was nervous about that. It turns out I had nothing to be worried about because you're the most loving and caring family. We quickly fell in love after that, and there was nothing we couldn't do. We started Radical Eats. We moved in together. We bought a couch. And then we hit the road and went to Alaska. You taught me so much about myself through our travels and through our adventures, and I've learned so much about you, and I've only fallen deeper in love with you every day that passes. I so admire your energy in nature, the excitement you get from prairie dogs and from cows on the road. I love how funny you can be in one moment and inspired and solemn the next. I love how we feed off of each other's energy, even if it means we wind up bottomed out in a ditch. I love how resilient you are and how even if times get tough, you are persistently optimistic. When I think back on our road trip, I think of you proposing me on a random mountaintop. I think of you trudging through the muck in Alaska, the giant bog, and finally of us crying together in a subway parking lot. Now, I'm not claiming to know what a lifetime of marriage will hold, but that seems to be a pretty apt metaphor. Sadness together, trudging through the muck, and unbelievable highs that make it all worth it. It's too long, I should have edited that. Since our trip, reality hit a bit harder. I put you through the ringer, and I'm so grateful you helped me through tough times. Thankfully, life is more steady and predictable for us now, besides COVID. But that doesn't mean the adventures are over. I want you to know that our lives will be full of road trips, dogs, and bike rides. I will always be there driving the Subaru while you guide me somewhere new. I will follow you wherever you want to explore because any trip is an adventure with you. You're incredible, you're beautiful, you're hilarious, you're caring, and most importantly, you're a great cook. Just kidding. I love you more than I can describe in these vows. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
I think it's time for the rings. And I think it's, who wants to go first here?
You want to put it on me?
I think it's Peter with this ring, I'd be led.
Oh, is that what you say?
No, that's what you say.
Well, oh wait. She says it to me.
Yeah, Peter with this ring.
Peter, with this ring, I thee wed. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wed me.
I thee wed. You.
Malia, with this ring, I thee wed.
All right. By the power vested in me by the state of Minnesota and the American Marriage Ministries, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss each other. Woohoo! For the first time ever, I would like to introduce Malia and Peter Ripple.